Welcome to the SA Businesses Training Portal, where we give you lots of trainings that can help your businesses grow. So today, without wasting much time, we are going to look at leadership and people management. This is one of the major topics that every business owner needs to know. Because for you to run a business, you need to know leadership, and you also need to know people management. So what do we mean by that? Leadership and people management are the backbone of any successful business. While management focuses on processes and system, leadership is about vision, influence, and motivation. Together, they ensure that teams are aligned, productivity, and inspired. It shows that the two, they coexist, but leadership on its own, that's where you remember in my previous teachings, we were talking a lot about vision, mission, and everything. This is the leadership core that will be happening here. So let's look at the core principles of leadership. This is a vision and direction. This is where leaders must clearly communicate where the organization is heading. Because for a company to go somewhere, the leadership structure need to formulate how they want the company to move. Then there's also what we call integrity and trust. People follow leaders they respect and trust. I think I'll need to repeat this again. People follow leaders they respect and trust. It's important that when you are in the leadership role, you need to create that atmosphere whereby the people you are leading, they are going to have the trust, and they will also have to respect you. And respect is earned. You need to know that. And another thing you need to know is empathy. Understanding the needs and emotions of team members builds loyalty. A lot of people, sometimes they don't know how to be empathetic. So as a leader, you need to know when to be empathetic and how you have to do it as well. So there is also adaptability. Great leaders adjust their styles depending on the situation. So it doesn't mean that if you've got some vision that you have put or some rules that you have put within the company, you also need to know that you can bend some of those things depending with the situation that is on the ground. So that's what leadership is all about. And let me look at key leadership styles which are there. There is what we call autocratic. Autocratic is a leader makes decisions alone with little input. And when to use this one? Crisis situations need quick, decisive action. That's when this can be used. And best fit, useful in emergencies or when speed is critical, but not sustainable long term. So there is also democratic leadership. This is team input is valid. Decisions are made collaboratively. So it's not one person show. When creativity and collaboration are needed, this is when it is exercised. Effective in growing teams where diverse ideas fuel motivation. Transformational leadership. It inspires and motivates change, focuses on vision and innovation. When is it used? When driving innovation or growth. This one here, the transformational, this is the best for startups. It energizes small teams, sparks creativity, and builds momentum. So if you're a startup, work on the transformational leadership. I can always send you materials on what is transformational leadership if you want. So you can just communicate with me at the contacts which I always put at the end of this training. Then there is what we call servant leadership. It focuses on serving the team, empowering individuals, and building trust. When is this one activated? When building trust and long-term loyalty. It's best for thriving businesses. So if your business is already thriving, this is whereby you need to look at as well the servant leadership. And it nurtures culture, remains talent, and sustains growth. This is what it does. So these are some of the leadership styles that are there. Let's look at transformational leadership, why it works. Startup thrives on innovation, energy, and adaptability. Transformational leaders inspire their small teams to believe in the vision and push boundaries. They motivate people to go beyond their comfort zones, which is crucial when resources are limited but ambition is high. For example, a startup founder rallying the team around a bold mission, encouraging experimentation, and celebrating small wins to keep the morale high. So for startups, just look at this transformational leadership style. And for thriving business, it's a servant leadership, right? Why it works. Once a business is established, sustaining growth depends on culture, trust, and employee loyalty. Servant leaders prioritize the well-being of their teams, ensuring people feel valued and empowered. This style reduces turnover, strengthens collaboration, and builds resilience in larger organizations. For example, a CEO of a thriving company focuses on mentorship, employee development, and creating a supportive environment where staff feel ownership of the company's success. So that's how it is done when it comes to the servant leadership. So I can also say startups need visionaries who can ignite passion and drive innovation. Thriving businesses need nurturers who can sustain growth by empowering and serving their people. The best leaders often blend styles, being transformational in times of change and servant-oriented when sustainability and culture matters most. So let's look at people management essentials. Managing people is not just about assigning tasks. It's about inspiring, guiding, and empowering individuals so they can thrive while contributing to the success of the organization. There are 5 essentials every leader should master. 1, communication skills. This is where it matters. If you want your business to be successful, you need to have this skill as a leader or as the owner of the business. It matters because communication is the bridge between vision and execution. Without it, even the best idea fails. Key practices when you're doing communication. Active listening, very important. Truly hear what your team is saying. Don't just wait to respond. Listen to understand. Clear instructions is also very important. Ambiguity creates confusion. Be precise about expectations, deadlines, and outcomes. Then there's constructive feedback. Feedback should be built, not break. Focus on behaviors, not personalities, and always provide solutions. So I can safely say Great leaders don't just talk, they connect. When people feel heard, they give their best. So it's very important as an owner or as a leader to always listen to what your subordinates are saying, or each and every person who is working within your organization has something to contribute, and you need to listen because you are not there. They formulate the 360 degrees of your eyesight and of your hearing. These are the people who will come. Hence the reason you have these meetings which you have every week, so that at least they can give feedback on what is going on, what needs to be improved, or what is going very well. So you need to be able to evaluate all that and take note of that and come with better solutions so your company can grow even more. Motivation and engagement, that's the second one. Remember, I said there are 5. Second one, motivation and engagement. Why it matters? Motivated employees are the heartbeat of a thriving business. Engagement turns routine work into meaningful contribution. How does it do that? Recognize achievements. A simple thank you when you are working, even sometimes when you meet somebody who has done something very good within your organization. Oh, thank you, I heard you did this yesterday. It means a lot. Or public acknowledgement can boost morals. Hence the reason when you go to supermarkets, sometimes these big supermarkets, you will see that work of the month and their picture is there. Every customer who is coming to do shopping, they see that so and so is the work of the month. That alone, it gives that boost to everyone who is working within the organization that next month it will have to be my picture which is on the wall there. Sometimes if you want, you can put even not only just the picture on the wall, there has to be a little bit of an incentive. Then celebrate wins, whether big or small, is very important. Celebrate milestones to keep energy high. Provide growth opportunities. Training, mentorship, and career paths show employees you value their future. So people don't work for companies. I said it before. They work for people who believe in them. Always know that some people, it can be a beautiful company, but if the leadership is not communicating well and they are rough to their employees, no one would want to stay there. Let's look at conflict resolution. That's number 3. Conflict is natural in any team. Left unresolved, it damages trust and productivity. Key practices here. Address issues early. Don't let small disagreements grow into major problems. Remain neutral. Focus on facts, not sides. Be fair and objective. Then solution-oriented approach. Guide discussions towards outcome that benefits everyone. That's conflict resolution. And the conflict isn't a threat. It is an opportunity to build stronger relationship when handled with respect. It can also be a learning curve which can be taught amongst other employees as well, that no, we mustn't do this and we have to do this. And it can also help you to formulate policies and procedures as well when conflicts arise. Number 4, performance management. Clear expectations, accountability drive results. Performance management ensures everyone knows what success looks like. How do they do that? Set clear goals. These are the SMART goals. I've said a lot about the SMART goals. By now, you should be able to know what SMART goals are. These are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, and give directions. So, monitor progress. Regular check-in, prevent surprises, and keep projects on track. This can be done through meetings or report backs. So you need to monitor the progress of whatever project you are doing, and also provide coaching, support employees in overcoming challenges and developing new skills. Performance management isn't about control, it's about unlocking potential. That's what it is all about. If we look at number 5, we can look at delegation. Delegation is very important because as a leader, you need to know the people who are working in your organization. Leaders can't do everything by themselves. Delegation empowers others, build trust, and develop future leaders. That's what you want in your organization, because you need to relieve some of these pressures from yourself to avoid burnout and give it to other people, and they will report back to you so that at least you can be able to move forward with your company. If we look at the key practices, match strength to tasks, which means assign responsibilities based on skill and interest. That's what I was talking about. You need to know the people you're working with, and empower with autonomy. Give people ownership. Trust them to deliver. Support, don't micromanage. Provide guidance when needed, but allow independence. Don't be so frightened to say that they're going to break this, they're going to do this, they're going to mess up this project. No, you are there to support them and guide them. Delegation is not about giving away work, it's about giving away opportunity. People management is about building bridges, not walls. These are some of the things that we've discussed. So communicate with clarity and empathy. Motivate by recognizing and celebrating. Resolve conflict with fairness. Manage performance by guiding, not policing. Delegate to empower and grow leaders. When leaders master these essentials, they don't just manage teams, they inspire movement. Number 5, if we are to look at number 5, building high performance teams. Share goals. Align individual tasks with organizational objectives. Collaboration. Encourage teamwork and acknowledge sharing. Then accountability. Ensure everyone understands their role and responsibility. Continuous learning. This needs to be done continuously. Then, if we are to look at inspirational leader practices, we'll be looking at demonstrate the values you expect from your team. That is leading by example. Then give autonomy and trust to deliver. That's empowering others. Value different perspectives and backgrounds. That's celebrate diversity. Show calmness, strength during challenges. That's resilience. If there are so many things, risks, if we are to look at risk of poor leadership, because we need to look at that as well. Low morale and disengagement. High staff turnover. Poor productivity and missed targets. This will happen a lot. Damaged reputation and trust. So, I can conclude by saying leadership and people management are not about titles. They are about influence, service, and responsibility. A great leader inspires others to believe in themselves and the mission, while a great manager ensures the system and processes support that vision. People, always remember this, people don't leave companies, they leave managers. You understand? That's the point which I've been trying to stress up there. People don't leave companies, they leave managers. By investing in leadership and people management skills, you create a workplace where individuals feel valued, motivated, and empowered to succeed. This is what I wanted to share with you today. And leadership and management, everyone who is running a business needs to know how to execute this topic, but it's skeletal, like I always say. So if you want us to come to your organization, or if you want more information, please communicate with us on these communications which I've put here just now, and feel free to send in emails asking if you've got any questions that you might have. As SA Businesses, we are always here for you. This is your training portal, and don't feel obliged that you are harassing us when you ask questions. No. And thank you to those guys who are always sending in their questions, and I think we are doing due diligence when we are responding to you. Yeah, so thank you very much for tuning in today, but please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this video, so that at least it can help the next person or the next business for them to grow. We will meet in the next training. Thank you so much.